Hey, what is up guys, DRC3 here, back with another My Hero Ultra Impact video, and today we have huge, massive, enormous news. So on top of the obvious update with the new DX piece route, we also have a data mine for all the new stuff that is coming to the game for My Hero Ultra Impact with the update of the new season of the anime. Okay, so the very first thing you're seeing on screen right here is a new Impact Fest banner. I know that's going to make a lot of you guys happy to have a new Impact Fest character. We are getting Impact Fest Ida, so like I love the fact that it's Ida because we only have one Ida in the game, and that makes me really excited. And we also know what he's going to do, so I'll go over his kit in this video as well. And that banner is going to be dropping on the 28th of September, technically the 27th of September if you guys live in the United States or Canada, so be ready for that banner. And then on top of this banner though, we have a bunch of other banners coming to My Hero Ultra Impact, so I do have all the dates for those so you guys can see when they start and end, but this one basically starts on the 27th and will end on the 6th of October. The next banner is the TV anime 6th season release celebration recruit. I imagine this banner is just going to be like a general jumbled mess of maybe like Deku and Shigaraki, Bakugo, just random stuff that's already been in the game, but this would be a good chance to get duplicate URs if you are trying to do the DX routes, so it could be useful. And so this is from the 1st of October up until the 8th of January, February, March, April of 2023. So very long time on this banner. Don't stress about summoning on it. I would recommend not spending any hero gems on this banner right away and waiting, because obviously there's the Fest banner, and then there's going to be another banner that I know a lot of people have been waiting for, and this is actually massive news. Okay, so along with this banner starting on the 1st, we are also getting the Prepare Prologue Before Battle Recruit, which is going to start on the 1st as well of October, and this is going to be where you guys can finally get Black Whip Deku. You can see some of his art down there in the bottom left corner, but yeah, Black Whip Deku is coming to My Hero Ultra Impact. We also know his kit details as well, so I'll be going over those with you guys. In addition to the Fantasy Ida, which is sick, okay? And then, if that wasn't enough for recruits, okay, we got more news on the 8th of October, technically the 7th, if you live in the United States or Canada. Once again, just set it back a day from what it says right here. We are getting the relaunch of the Heroes Hot Picks recruit. So that means Fantasy Deku, Fantasy Bakugo, and Fantasy Todoroki are all coming back. And so if you missed your chance to summon for them, you have your chance to get them yet again. So that is awesome and really exciting. And so in my previous video, when I was talking about the new DX route, I was like, okay, maybe we're gonna have to wait a bit to DX the fantasy characters or limited characters, stuff like that. Well, it seems like at least for the fantasy characters, we're not gonna have to wait too long to do their DX routes, which is nice. However, for limited characters like the Ocean Sun or Araka or the World Heroes Missions characters, it seems like we might have to wait a little bit to be able to get duplicate characters. But hopefully those things will be coming back, which, you know, we don't know when that's going to happen. Okay, so those are all of the banners that are coming up in My Hero Ultra Impact. 4 different banners. It's insane. And that's all within the span of like 2 months. It's just, and really good banners on top of that. Okay, now we need to talk about all the characters' kits. So we're going to start off with Ida and then work our way down the list. All right, so this Heroes Assemble Ida is looking good. Okay, let's go over his kit. His plus ultra move, these are all DX level 2 from here on out. We're always going to be going over the DX skills on myheroui.com. And so Recipro X Blade is his plus ultra move. It deals 550% damage to a single opponent. Skill impact is greatly increased relative to character speed, so like Hawks. Shortens action skill cooldown time of all allies by 1. Also gives character the ability to evade 2 times. That is insane. Okay, shortening action skill cooldown times of all allies, insane. Put that with the Uraraka and like Ocean Sun Uraraka and him together. Wow, you're gonna have low cooldowns. Amazing. His first action skill is Recipro Sliding. It deals 400% damage to a single opponent, increases speed of all allies by 20% for 3 turns. Also gives character ability to evade 1 time. This is what Ida should have been. The original Ida. This is so good. Increasing speed of all allies by 20%. Gonna make him a phenomenal PvP character. And then also giving him the ability to evade. Like, okay, just the icy and the cherry on top, like amazing. And a cooldown time of 5, which actually becomes a cooldown time of 4 because this does not exclude himself in the shortening of action skill cooldown time, which is just Phenomenal, absolutely amazing. Okay, this guy is going to be already a must summon just from those two things right there. We don't even need to read the rest of the kit. That is how good he is. Okay, so his second action skill is Somersault Kick. It deals 350% damage to a single opponent. Skill impact is increased relative to character speed once again. Increases characters plus ultra gauge by 30%. Also gives character ability to evade one time. So if you have a speed, crit memory, or anything like that on this Ida, he is just going to perform so well. And then once again, cooldown time of 4, so really a cooldown time of 3. And he is just going to be insane. And then here's the other thing I really like, and this is easy to miss. Both of these action skills are damaging action skills. Thank God, because the last Ida obviously didn't have the damaging action skill. He had the one that gives you an additional attack. And so I am very happy with 2 damaging action skills. I really don't like it when characters don't have a damaging action skill, especially as a UR character, at least in my opinion. I mean, there is plenty of good utility from characters that don't have damaging action skills, but like, why not make it damaging? Because you make all these other damaging skills with utility, so just make it damaging with utility. But anyways, I'm so happy to have 2 damaging action skills. Okay, his first auto skill is called Rocket Start. It increases, I almost said Rocket Star. Rocket Start. It increases character speed by 30% for 2 turns when battle starts. Broken. Okay, and further increases speed by 30% for 3 turns every 3 turns. Even more broken, gives character the ability to evade 2 times after receiving 3 attacks from an opponent with lower speed. Even more broken, up to 3 times. That is just, oh my, this Ida is going to be amazing when it comes to PvP. He is going, obviously a PvP character, he's going to be just insane. Okay, and then he also gives the character for his next auto skill, Heart in the Right Place, gives the character ability to cover allies when character has the ability to evade. So only while he's evading, he's going to cover allies. So that's just, oh man, I can't. I'm so psyched. I am so psyched. Every time character has the ability to evade, increases power of all allies by 5% up to 6 times. Broken. And increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 10%. Broken. So broken. This character is literally just, you thought Fantasy Todoroki was bad. This guy is going to be insane. He is a must-pull unit, guys. You need to, this is why I said, I called it back when we were doing the Mountain Lady summons. I said, save your hero gems. There is going to be a fest banner or a limited banner coming up, especially with the launch of the anime, with Halloween coming up. And here it is. Here is the fest character that we've been waiting for. I hope you guys saved your hero gems. Let's take a look at his character arts really quickly. So this is his Unawakened art right here, looking pretty good. And then we have his, oh, why did they both say Unawakened? Hydros? Hydros, you have something. This is his Awakened art though. Okay, so his Awakened art looking sick, looking really good. And then on top of all that, on top of his kit, this video is going to be a long video, guys. On top of his kit, we also have his Plus Ultra animation, so I'm going to show you that Plus Ultra animation. Alright, so here is Ida's Plus Ultra animation. Obviously, right off the back, you can see the background looking phenomenal. I love it when they have custom backgrounds like this. Like that, it's that little detail that makes me so happy. Look at his armor, he's looking so cool. And it's always a little bit more like choppy when you get it from the data mine when it's like on the computer here, as compared to in-game, it's a little fuzzy here. But this is the Plus Ultra animation for Ida, so we'll watch it together. Dude. Okay. That was sick. That was actually sick. That was awesome. Okay, Ida looking very good. Okay, our next character to talk about, he will be coming up a little bit later in October. He's not going to be during September. So Ida is the first one. That's why we went over him first. He'll be coming out on the 27th of September. The next character to talk about is going to be the new Black Whip Deku, or otherwise known as Evolution Izuku Midoriya. His Plus Ultra skill is called Houston Smash, deals 700% damage to a single opponent. Here's the interesting part. Finally, this is what we've been looking for. He's finally going to have some utility. Medium chance of binding the opponent for 1 turn. Low chance of binding the opponent for 2 turns. Increases chance of binding when the character has resilience. This skill lands a bullseye when character speed is increased. Okay, we finally have a Deku that can bind and has some utility, which is nice. Unfortunately, though, that utility only seems to be on his Plus Ultra. which is like, it's okay, but why? Okay, so next, his first action skill is called St. Louis Smash. It deals 350% damage to a single opponent, increases character speed by 40% for 3 turns. That's good. He's going to be PvP oriented, it's looking like. Also gives character ability to evade 1 time, okay? So they really like this evasion right now for whatever reason. Action skill 2, Detroit Smash, deals 400% damage to a single opponent, also increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 30%. That seems a little bit like weak in terms of what is there. I don't know. It feels his kit feels very empty to me for whatever reason, okay? But then his first auto skill is New Heights, gives character resilience and increases character's defense by 40% when HP is below 50%. A 40% decrease or a 40% defense increase is nothing to like turn your nose up at. That's actually insane. That is a huge defense increase. And then of course, when he gets resilience, it's going to give him a higher chance to bind. So that could be good. Okay, and then his second auto skill is Action Before Thought. Increases character's power by 5% per turn, max 30%, so he can get a 30% power boost, making him even stronger. Also increases character skill impact by 30% when HP is 50% or higher, so that is also really good. So basically, whether he is above 50% or below 50%, he's still going to be really strong. He'll tank a little bit better when he drops below 50%, which is good for PvP purposes. In terms of his overall utility, obviously not designed to be a VE tower character as much as we all wanted Black Whip Deku to be a PvE type oriented character, the first Deku of his kind. Unfortunately, he is still PvP oriented, but it is what it is. He's looking like he will actually be a very decent PvP character, even though his kit isn't like super detailed compared to some of the previous kits we've seen. Compared to like Ida that we just saw, I do think he is going to be a decent PvP character, and of course I believe he's going to be a general pool character, so that's why he's not super insane like Ida. So Ida, definitely the big one you're going to want to pull on, but if you've been waiting for Black Whip Deku, here he is, he's coming. This is his Unawakened art. It looks like Deku, now there's just a black string in front, and it's nothing too special. Okay, here is his Awakened art. His Awakened art with where he caught the tubes. This is actually, I do like this from the anime reference. I like this art. Okay, it looks good. I imagine it'll look pretty sick on the home screen if you are lucky enough to pull him. Okay, next we have the SR characters to go over. We have a new SR All Might. We have a new SR Shigaraki coming out. So we're going to go over both their kits and talk about them. So the new SR All Might is called Learn All Might. He has a plus ultra skill called Oklahoma Smash. It deals 500% damage to a single opponent, increases power of all allies by 30% for 3 turns, shortens action skill cooldown time of all allies excluding character, there it is, by 1. So that's what makes the SR obviously worse than a UR character because it excludes himself, but increasing power of all allies is really good by 30%. Okay, his first action skill is called Michigan Smash. It deals 300% damage to a single opponent, makes character ecstatic for 3 turns. Okay, decent. His second action skill is called Texas Smash, deals 300% damage to a single opponent, increases character skill impact by 30% when ecstatic, also increases character's defense by 30% for 3 turns when used in a successfully executed skill chain. Okay, so we got a technical hit right there. We're increasing defense and skill impact. That's pretty good overall. His first auto skill is called Meddling and increases the power of all UA high student allies by 20%. Also increases character's max HP by 30% if there are any UA high students on the team. So that's really good. And then his second auto skill, Superior Lip Service, increases skill impact of all allies by 30% when ecstatic. Also increases plus ultra gauge of all allies by 30% every time character is ecstatic. Very interesting for an All Might because he is definitely a supportive All Might in terms of plus ultra damage and stuff like that, and you don't typically see that from an All Might. So it is, I believe, the first All Might of his kind to kind of have this. So it should be nice. It should be nice to have a support SR All Might. Actually, it'll be interesting. I'm not sure how useful he's really going to be in PvE because obviously you're not going to use him in PvP, but he might have his uses now. We'll just have to wait and see. It's just something we'll see with the showcase when he comes out. All right, next character. Next character is Tomura Shigaraki. So this guy actually he's looking so good. You can see up here in the top left, like he looks so good for an SR character. His plus ultra move is called Necrosis. It deals 500% damage to a single opponent, medium chance of causing fear in the opponent for 2 turns, also gives character ability to evade 1 time. Wow. Okay, SR character. He's going to be insane for an SR character. His first action skill is called Downfall. It deals 250% damage to all opponents. Low chance of causing fear in the opponents for 2 turns. Also increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 40% when used in a successfully executed skill chain. So technical hits, status ailments, like looking phenomenal. Okay, his second action skill is Impulsive Destruction. Increases character's critical hit rate by 35% because he needs that too. Why not? Decrease the skill impact of all opponents by 25% for 3 turns. That's kind of meh. That action skill, I would like it a lot better if it did damage, if it did a hit. But raising crit rate is always good. So he's looking like a very, very, very decent SR character when it comes to VE Tower. His first auto skill is Where I'm the Player. Increases character's critical hit rate by 40% when HP is 50% or higher because he needs that. So this guy is going to have 40 plus 35, so 75% crit rate. That's just okay. All right. And then his second auto skill is a Scourge on Society. Increases chance of character causing fear every time a critical hit is made. Up to 10 times. Okay. Because he needs... So that low chance is going to become a medium to high chance with the sphere. Also increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 30% when battle starts. This SR Shigaraki, absolutely insane. Looking amazing for an SR character. The only thing, like I said, that I would change is having this be a damaging action skill. But that's kind of what you get when you have an SR character. One action skill that doesn't do damage. So just phenomenal, obviously crazy with... And they're doing this because of the launch of the anime, so it makes sense that they make him so crazy. But he looks so good, guys. And I'll click here to show you the character arts real quick. But like, just on the left-hand side, those character arts, oh, they're looking good. They're looking good. For an SR character, he looks phenomenal. All right, next bit of news. The Gentle Criminal that is coming out with the new Climax battle. We have to talk about him, of course, and then we'll get to the memories. Like I said, this is a very long video, guys. There's just so much to go over. So a third UR character to go over in this video. Hopefully you stuck around up to this point. Okay, so Gentle Criminal is going to have the plus ultra skill called Gently Full Speed. Deals 500% damage to a single opponent. Skill impact is increased relative to character speed. This skill lands a bullseye when character is ecstatic. Also gives character ability to evade 1 time. His first action skill is called Gently Sandwich. Deals 350% damage to a single opponent. Low chance of binding the opponent for 1 turn. Chance of binding increases when character is elastic. Elastic is something new to the game. Cooldown time of 4, though, is really good. He's honestly, I think he's looking better than the All for One did. All right, his second action skill is called Gently Trampoline. Deals 350% damage to a single opponent. Also increases characters plus Ultra Gauge by 30%. 3-turn cooldown. 3-turn cooldown. Insane. Absolutely insane. All right. And his first auto skill is called Thief and Gentleman. Makes character elastic for 2 turns when battle starts. So there it is. And further makes character elastic for 3 turns every 3 turns. Increases character speed by 10% every time character becomes elastic, up to 3 times. I'll have to see what elastic does exactly. But overall, it's probably going to be a pretty good buff. It's probably going to be a pretty good buff. I'll get back to you guys. I did not actually look at that before I did this video, so I'll have to see what it does. His second auto skill is Epic Tale of Romance. Increases character speed by 30% when character is elastic. Also gives character the ability to evade 1 time. Every time character becomes elastic, up to 3 times. Like, all of his kit revolves around him becoming elastic, so he is just going to be insane if you can get him to be elastic. I'm interested to see what elastic is, of course. And then, of course, we got the character arts here, which we have seen for a while, but the Awakened character art looks so cool with La Brava on his back. So that is Gentle Criminal. And, of course, we have a plus ultra animation to show you as well. All right, so here is going to be the plus ultra animation for Gentle Criminal. Just right off the back, you can see it's just kind of a plain black background. I wish they put a little more work into these free-to-play URs, but they're free-to-play, so I guess I can't complain too much. But I would like a custom background. All right, anyways, let's watch this through and see how it looks. Okay, we got a blue sky, actually. Okay, well, we had a blue sky, we had a yellow. There were like snippets of a custom background, but not a custom background all the way through. I don't know. That felt very disjointed to me. But the animation itself on the character looks sick. So, you know what? I'll take it. Free to play. You are gentle. I'm ready. I'm ready. And that is all the characters. Now we have to talk about the new UR memories coming and the new SR memories. Okay, so these will be coming, I believe, with the new Deku. All right, so this will be for that banner. This memory is called Stress Relief. It increases characters' max HP by 40% when equipped by a male character. After receiving an attack from a villain, increases character skill impact by 5% up to 10 times and speed by 5% up to 10 times. So you can get a 50% skill impact and speed increase, basically if you're going against a villain, which will be actually insane. So a 50% speed increase, just imagine. The only downside to this is it takes a few turns to build up. So in current content in the game, I don't really know where this is going to be super useful, but they've been making so many updates lately, we might see new content where this becomes useful, so it could be a really good memory. Hard to say. The art looks sick though. The next memory is called a Thank You Letter. It is an SR memory. If there are any female characters on the team, increases characters' max HP by 25% and defense by 25%. Once per battle, gives character ability to evade 2 times when HP is below 50%. This seems like it would potentially be a really good memory for the Ocean Sun or Araka, but yeah. So there's that one. The art looks nice. It's cute. Okay, not too much to say about it. And the last SR memory to talk about is To the Next Step. This one makes character ecstatic for 3 turns when a wave starts, increases character skill impact by 30% and critical hit rate by 20% when ecstatic. This is really good because you, of course, have other characters that can make your characters ecstatic and stuff like that. So this is just another crit rate memory that's going to help you in VE Tower. The art, honestly, I'm not a big fan of this art, but it's okay. But I do like the effect. I think this effect is potentially better than the other SR memory. But yeah, just so much going on, guys. So much going on in My Hero Ultra Impact. The new Climax battle, the new DX Peace Route, 3 new UR characters, which is just insane. All the new banners coming up. Let me know which part you guys are most excited for down in the comments. And if you guys enjoyed the video, please go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, help me out, help me get to 1,000 subscribers, guys, and leave me some comments. Peace.